They said he wouldn't make it because he had no support, no backup, no money, no rich parents, no mentor, no guide, just grit in his heart and fire in his eyes. And yet today he's a millionaire, not because it was easy, not because someone gave him a hand, but because he refused to give up when everything around him was falling apart. And if you've ever felt alone, if you've ever felt like no one is there for you, if you've ever thought your dreams are too far because you have no help, then this story is for you, because this is not about magic. This is about mindset. This is not about connections. This is about commitment. And this is not about luck. This is about showing up every single day, even when no one is watching. Maybe you're in that place right now where you feel stuck. Maybe you wake up and go to work and come home and feel like nothing is changing. Maybe your family doesn't understand your dreams. Maybe your friends don't believe in your goals. Maybe you've tried and failed and now you're afraid to try again. Maybe your heart is full of big ideas, but your hands are empty. Maybe you feel like you're always behind, always late, always running without moving. And the weight of life keeps getting heavier, but listen closely, because this is where it all begins. Not when life is perfect, not when conditions are easy, but right here, right now, in this mess, in this pain, in this lonely moment where you have two choices: quit or build. There was a boy named Zayn, born into a small town, poor family, no business background, no fancy education, no support system, just survival. He lost his father at age 9. His mother worked cleaning jobs. They lived in a one-room house, and every night he watched her cry in silence, and every morning she smiled for him, and he promised himself one day he would change her life. At 16, he started working at a shop to support her, saved every single coin, and spent hours in internet cafes reading about online business, learning skills, watching free tutorials, no courses, no coach, just grit. When others wasted time, he used it. When others gave excuses, he found a way. He failed many times, started small online stores, sold handmade items. Nothing worked at first, but he kept going. He kept trying. Every mistake became a lesson. Every failure became fuel. And slowly, he got better. He found what worked: digital products, online marketing, drop shipping, affiliate sales. And day by day, his income grew. And when people finally noticed, they called him lucky. But they didn't see the years of silence, the nights without sleep, the pain, the rejection, the hard work with no applause. They didn't see him eating less so he could save more. They didn't see him turning pain into purpose. They only saw the results. And that's how the world works. They'll call it luck, but you'll know it was grit. And maybe your story is not the same. Maybe your goal is different. Maybe you want to be an artist, a writer, a freelancer, a designer, a coach, a YouTuber, a small business owner. It doesn't matter. The rule is the same. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. You don't need 10 people clapping for you. You need one reason to keep moving. Start with what you have, even if it's small, even if it's not perfect. Learn something new every day. One new skill, one new idea, one new step. Take action. Even when it's slow, especially when it's slow, stop waiting for motivation. Build habits instead. Wake up early, write your goals, track your time, protect your energy, stay away from people who bring you down. Surround yourself with things that feed your mind: books, podcasts, positive content. Stop chasing fast success. Build real value. It will be hard. It will take time. It will test your patience. But if you don't quit, it will change your life. And one day, you'll look back and realize that your pain made you powerful, your silence made you smart, your struggle made you sharp, and your grit made you a winner. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need a sponsor to start. You don't need a hand to hold. You need a heart that believes, and that is already inside you. So protect your dream, fight for it, speak life into it, and show up for it, even if no one else does, because the people who laughed at Zayn now ask him for advice. The ones who ignored his journey now clap for his success, and the same can happen for you, not because you want it, but because you're willing to work for it. Every single day, your future depends on your daily habits. Your success depends on your discipline, not your background, not your contacts, not your comfort, but your commitment. So choose to start, choose to stay in the game, choose to grow no matter how slow, because slow growth is still growth. And if you trust the process, one day it will all make sense. The strongest life lesson in this story is that when you have nothing, grit becomes everything. And the moral is this: you don't need backup when you have backbone. And now, if this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that you are not weak, not behind, not alone, then take a moment to support this journey, like this video, if it lit a fire in you. Subscribe to How to Grow, because this is more than a channel. This is your community, your push, your daily voice of reason. And drop a comment below telling us what you're building with your grit, because your story matters, and someone out there is waiting to be inspired by you. This is your time, this is your season, this is How to Grow.